So we, as we left the island that we washed ashore on, as we were leaving, this huge giant King Kong monkey started chucking trees at us. But thanks to Shen's excellent boating skill, he managed to maneuver the boat out of the way, and we managed to escape that. From there, we headed off east toward trying to seek out this. I forgot what it was now. This special archmage. That
Tressa.
was that. That's it. Thank you.
Yep. Tressa the
Uh,
Red.
who was supposed to give us some guidance on where we might, what we might find, how we might find out something about this death curse, Mr. Spoony, and Marcus. And we headed off in that direction. And then on the way, we met the crew of the Gilligan cast, who had apparently been transferred to this realm and stuck here as well. So after some songs and fishing them out of the ocean,
Thank you,
we
little
brought them
buddy.
aboard. From there, we headed further east, and we found a shipwreck at the bottom of the sea. So we did some diving, found some gold and other items at the bottom of the sea. And just as we were hauling the stuff on ship, a group of these strange fish-like creatures started coming over the side of the ship to attack us. That's where we left off.
Yeah, so there's that image of the Kahana again. They kind of look like a merman almost. Well, that is exactly where we left off, basically. Now, we are in combat now. So as you guys were, starting to get that sail, those magical sails that you guys found that will make your boat go faster, all of a sudden you started hearing this hissing and this very raspy type of voices coming from all around you. And it was the Kahana. As they were climbing over, they climbed up the nets that were hanging off of the side of the ship and all the other ropes and the anchor rope. And they're yelling, "Take no prisoners! Take no prisoners! They're stealing our spoils!" And you can hear another one yelling, "We'll eat them while they're still fresh and squirming around." So let's go ahead and let's draw cards, because here are all of the Kahana as they...
I plan on doing a lot of squirming,
Oh, hey now.
so it's not too far off.
All right. So there we are. We are gonna draw cards. No rolling initiative. That's what I like about Savage Worlds.
Faye is back to being
Ooh,
quiet again. Is it
Look
just me?
at that.
Yeah.
Darganoff with a Joker right off the bat. So what does that mean? Everybody got a Benny.
Benny.
So yeah, very nice. So
You're welcome,
Darganoff, you've got up on the poop deck there on the left. There's a front and rear poop deck, I guess. They're called poop decks. I watched a lot of Black Sails. So you've got the Joker. You can go when you want to. You can go.
Are we
now,
at
you
the
can go
ready?
later,
Because we
or-
saw these guys climbing up the sides, or we caught off guard?
Absolutely
and
no. As they were climbing over, I'm giving you guys the ability to draw your weapons so you won't suffer from that multi-attack bonus. And all your other crewmates, the cast from Gilligan's Island and Wee Willie and Wormy and all those guys, they scatter down below deck. So they're not fighters, they're just sailors. So you guys are there to take on these looks like 6 Kahana that have come overboard, climbing up the ropes, up the anchor, all that stuff. You're up, Dark.
I look at this closest one. Now, is climbing considered an action? Like if I tried to climb and jump up to here?
Why would you need to climb? There's steps right beside you there, Knucklehead.
Sure, okay.
Or you want to be swashbuckly, right? That's what you want to do, right?
Well, not only that, if I climb up the ladder, then I'm stuck over here. I want to be here.
If you want to.
Surely there's a rope you can swing on.
Isn't there ropes everywhere hanging off of the sails and all these spools of rope everywhere? And I mean,
Yeah,
I would imagine
there's
so.
still rigging everywhere.
Whatever it takes, I just want to look cool as crap coming and swinging in front of this guy aha!
Well, give me an acrobatics check. Give me a dexterity check. Do you have any kind of like acrobatic skill or anything, Darkanoth?
Climbing, I didn't know acrobatics was
Climbing's
like a
fine.
skill.
No, climbing's fine. That's good. Plus, you've got a bonus to that anyway. So, holy crap, you got a couple raises. You have no problem. You scale up that like a like a dying giraffe making a sound. No, I'm just kidding. Not like a dying giraffe, like a cat. Diablo Bob
And now,
said a dying giraffe.
now of
so.
course, I'm gonna stab this guy in front of me.
Yeah. So your movements, you've used your movement, and don't forget you you already got the +2 bonus added in already. So you
Now-
stab away.
I have to ask this question every time. Is he considered to just have one weapon, no shield?
He doesn't have any He doesn't have any weapons. He's got
Okay.
long, very sharp razor-like claws and very long teeth-like fangs that looks like he's going to try to bite you or slash at you, or he may do both.
Okay, first attack then.
Ooh, you actually
then.
miss. Yeah,
Second then.
multi-action. Now that's a hit with a raise, and that was with your multi-action penalty as well. So
I don't have one anymore.
you don't have what?
No multi-action penalty. Two-fisted.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what your new edge you took.
Yep.
Very nice. So it actually suffers a wound. Guess what? It is dead. So it is already incapacitated. So you missed on the first hit, and voila, he died on the second. So there is a blood splatter on the map. Nice job. Especially nice use of that Joker. Everybody got a free Benny because of Joker's Wild. All right, Shen, you're up. Captain Shen. They're on your ship, man.
I would like to move over here to this guy and engage Kawani back here.
Yeah, very good. You can see a couple as you're running to the back. You can see a couple more of these Kahani. They have like a spear that they look like they're going to be throwing from the poop deck or maybe running down.
Alrighty, well, I'm attacking this guy.
All right, you go for it. You guys are rolling hella good. Let me let's drop that on there. So it's a hit with a raise. So you need to make sure you hit the plus damage button in the lower left hand corner, because you didn't drop it on the attack on the guy. So hit that plus damage and then roll your damage and drop that on there. Jesus Christ. You just did 21 damage. 21 damage with the raise. That's pretty nice. He took 4 wounds. So therefore that definitely incapacitated him, and he is dead as well. So you guys are off to a hell of a start. So nice going there, Captain Shen. Let's go ahead and go to a couple of the Kahana, as the Kahana are now over the sides of your ship. And what is your ship's name again, so everybody can know what the name of the ship is?
The Spoon Slayer.
The Spoon Slayer. All right, so Zero, it looks like you're going to be engaged. Let's see, this Kahana is coming over. He's he's already grunting. He's got a pace of 6, so he's actually got a pretty good pace. So he's going to have to go around the cannon. 1, 2, 3, 4. He engages you, and what he's going to do is he's going to try to bite you. So let's do an attack with the bite. He misses as you take your weapon and you just push this slimy creature off of you. So nice job.
Ping.
We'll go to the next Kahuna. I keep wanting to say Big Kahuna, but
I had the same exact thought.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
gonna lie to you. Those are some
I
big
did.
kahunas.
Those are some
I
big
just call them
Kahunas.
Kahanas.
Waka waka waka. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to use my dash to engage, and I'm going to be able to make another 3 movements. 1, 2, 3. So one's coming right for you, Shen. It's you know what? It's going to do a multi-action penalty. I'm going to do a multi-action penalty, and I'm going to throw a spear at you. So let's see if this spear
Step out of the
hits.
side and let it hit Notre.
Well, as you step to the side, the spear hits Nothray, and then he just totally disappears while he is in his Indian crotch sitting position as he's logging out of the game because he's not here tonight. So
That
Faded
interrupts
into
his
the ethereal
logo.
plane.
he has, as the spear goes right through him and misses him. So what was that, Vay?
I said that interrupts his logout.
But yeah, that's true.
Can-
But it would make him
can-
stand up, though, right? It would make him stand up because if it hit
Yeah.
him, right? Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
I can, yeah. You're good. All right, Lily, what say you?
Okay, Lily is going to scream very loudly. And then she's going to run over to this longboat. I'm going to climb up into this longboat. Into
Sure.
this very beautiful handcrafted longboat.
Whoever made this map is an amazing artist, Vay.
Clearly.
I bet this map probably took a whole month to make. And you know what
Yes,
would even be
yes,
awesome?
It took longer than a month, I think.
Yeah, especially if this galleon had multiple levels too with maps. That would be really awesome.
Amazing. Lily's going to duck down and hide right here.
Sure, you pull the tarp back over you and just hide.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep my head down.
Okay. Omi, you're up. Oh, sorry about that. You get pinged twice there, Omi. You got your new token on there too. You look like a squid face now.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Dave. I love that.
No problem.
Do I have a clear shot at both of the Kahana to the south of me there?
Yeah, you got some crates and you got. If you step to the side one, you'll have the one that's heading towards. Oh, you're talking about the two that are. Which one are you talking about? This one right here?
The two to the those two that
Yeah,
are closest
yeah.
to me there.
You can, yeah, because the one's elevated up above. So, and he's so close to the banner that you can see him.
Okay, I'm gonna start forming some water-shaped spoon bolts in my hand, 3 of them to be exact, and chuck
Oh.
them, starting at the one that's engaged with 0.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, you just saw 0. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, a 22. That you guys are rolling good tonight, man. That's a good thing. So that's a hit with a raise as you see 0 push away this thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this thing pretty much explodes as the water spoon just shatters, and this thing, the water just basically goes right through this creature as he falls dead on the deck. Wow, nice job, guys. You guys are like, everybody's got raises so far. You got 2 more bolts, so you can go ahead and direct it. Usually there'd be a -2, but that railing is only got a couple little wooden planks in the way. It's open, so no -2.
So I'm gonna toss my next bolt up at him.
Sure. I like the little blood splatters on the. Wow,
Me
you
too.
got another raise. I hope the 5e rule set gets those one day. He takes another wound. There's another dead one. Holy cow! Well, you
Only
guys
the
are.
squid face is killing stuff.
Dang.
Man. Oh man. So you haven't? Did you take it? Yeah, you took movement already.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I moved already, so I think I can't split movement in Savage Worlds, right? So I think I'm done.
Yeah, there's no split movement. All right, so let's go to the next Kahana. Man, these things were gonna try to eat you while you were fresh. Doesn't look like it now, man. You guys are like rocking this. You guys are rocking the cast ball. 4, 5, 6, and I'm gonna roll another d6 because I want to engage. Oh my gosh! So he's right here. They're just lining up like bowling pins for you. 0, you're up, man.
Yeah.
'Cause you got a
All right.
dead Kahana in front of you.
Yeah, I'm splattered. Got like wet goo all over me. Thanks,
Yeah, you
homie.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
the
Um,
fish
Zero.
guts on you.
I don't know what I was going to do damage field, but we're going to
Almost
move
no
here.
need to do it now. You can just go full offensive now.
Yeah.
I mean, even with that stairwell right there and the rails on the stairwell, you're not going to get any. They're not going to get any cover bonuses, so you can go ahead and attack away freely.
All right, and we're going to do a burst.
Ooh,
So
what kind of burst?
a lightning burst.
I was going to say you're on a wooden ship, so if
I
you,
know,
if you start throwing fire,
well,
I mean,
yeah,
even
before
though
the
with
game,
lightning,
I-
lightning can cause fire too.
For
on a
flavor.
ship.
Well, for flavor text, it's going to be lightning.
Right on.
The Spoon Slayer is 0 magic proof.
Yeah. And
So that's
there's a bunch of barrels and gunpowder and cannonballs all around you.
It was
There's
blessed.
water everywhere too, so go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. Carry on. Let's see if anything happens.
If you ain't living on the edge, you're taking up too much room.
All right, instead I'm going to do a bolt. You guys are scaring me.
I wasn't
Okay.
going to make you do any kind of percentage chance for catching shit on fire or anything.
Well, I don't know that. So we're going to do 1 per missile. So I'm going to do 3 bolts.
All right. Go for it.
Dude, here.
First roll.
So he was about to cast some fire, and he
Oh,
sees
yeah.
Shen giving the eye, so he decides not to.
Shen saw him lifting his
right.
hands up, fire cackling and lightning cackling. He gives him the old eye, and he's like shaking his head, and then he switches. So that's a hit. Oh, actually, your trait roll was a 1.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I believe the trait roll would be Wild Magic Surge, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm
Yes. Do
breaking
we have a
up
link
my.
to that?
No, but I'm going to let you do a D100, and I'm going to refer back to the 5e like we had talked about. I'm going to like Wild Magic Surging a lot better in Savage Worlds because you're not rolling a 20-sided. You are rolling a D or D8 or D6, whatever it is. So let me find this there. I love it. There's the Wild Magic Surge table. So why don't you give me a percentile die? Let's see what happens. We're going to do this on the fly. Whatever it is, we're just going to convert it for Savage Worlds. So you just right-click on the 10-sided and click on the
Okay.
percentile sign on the radial menu. It pops up. Oh, I'm looking forward to
There we
this.
go.
Thanks for rolling out 1 on a trait. I like that.
All right.
Holy
I might have did that wrong.
shit.
Is that wrong?
Yeah, that was a 20-sided roll. Let's pick up the 10-sided this time. No problem. Right-click on the 10-sided and then find the percentile
Okay, here we
symbol
go.
and then click it. Oh my god.
Oh,
What
shoot.
are you?
Well, I'm not
You
doing
okay
this right.
over there? Yeah, just right-click on it. And see that little menu pop up. How long you
Okay,
been using
gotcha.
Fantasy Grounds?
Once every
Jesus,
2 weeks.
All right, so it looks like you rolled a. We'll say that it is a. Yeah, let's roll a percentile.
40.
Let's roll a percentile. All right. See that 10-sided that's sitting there? Right click on it.
Yeah.
See
Got
that
it.
percentile? It says when you hover over it, it says D100.
Yeah.
Click on that and then throw it in the chat. Let's get a real percentile. There we go. Attaboy. Is that how you did it last time too?
I think I right clicked instead of left click.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so
I did it. Does that?
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't look like it's doing a true percentile. So we'll take the 1 and the 3. We'll say it's a 13. So what is that? A 1 and a 30? Why does it say 1 and a 30?
Wouldn't that be 40, 10, and a 30?
No, it's the digits. Your first digit and your second digit.
So let's just say 13. Just read it across.
That's what I was reading it as a 13. So
What happened?
so basically, you cast your spell backfires, and you basically have you are confused. So what we'll do is, why don't you roll a d4 for me, and you're going to be confused for 1 round. So for this round, you'll be confused, and basically, for the next round, you'll be confused. So you won't be able to do anything next round. So that's why we'll just kind of adjust stuff on the fly. So that you got off easy on that one. But I'm sure this is not going to be the last time we saw a natural 1 on a trait roll, and I can't wait to see more of them. So thank you for still playing Wild Magic Sorcerer. Let's go ahead and we'll go on. So I'm going to take that damage off of that Kahana, so your spell basically backfires. Yeah. So now we're in round 2. We are redrawing cards, and this time, Shen, you get to go first because you've got the King of Spades.
All right, I'm going to holler for Crispy Pete to get ready to cook some Kohana. And I'm charging this dude right here.
He says, "What the hell's a Kahana?"
We're gonna have some fish meats.
And don't forget, you got your War Priest charges too that we've kind of carried over. So, yeah, we've modified the hell out of this Savage World. So go ahead and attack away. Ooh, critical fail roll. Yeah, you just you swing wildly and miss.
Yeah, but I think I would like to try one of them War Priests.
Yeah, and that's with no penalty either. So that's with no multi-attack penalty. What we agreed on. So swing away.
Here we go.
That's a miss as well. This one's a dodgy little slimy thing.
Yeah, he's a slimy little critter.
I'm gonna eat you while you're fresh and squirming, human. Massaquani. He thinks you're a Massaquani, actually. All right, Lily, you're hiding under the tarp on the boat. So what are you doing this round? Hiding still?
Lily pops ahead up looking for the fishmen. She does see them and pops back down.
Okay. All right, so the Kahana, it's engaged. It's going to try to bite you. It's going to slash its claws at you. And it's a miss. It's going to do 1 more slash at you with a multi-action penalty. I'm going to use these multi-action penalties as well. Oh! Look at that hit. I hit with a slash, and that was with the multi-action penalty too. So let's see what kind of. At least it wasn't a raise. Ooh, you're shaken. So do you want to go ahead and? Do you want to use a Benny to get rid of that shaken, or do you just want to wait till you turn and try to just roll it off?
Hang on a second. Let me.
You all right there?
Yeah. I will use a Benny and try and get rid of it.
Okay. Well, you can just go ahead and use a Benny and just get rid of it. You don't. There's no rolls. It's not like you're rolling for wounds. So
how do I do?
You can just. I think you just hold down Control, right? Control, and then hit on the shaken symbol, whatever it is, in the combat tracker. Can you hold down Control? Anybody else can hold down Control and look in the combat tracker and see all the buttons pop up? Anybody?
Yeah, nope. I don't see any buttons in the combat tracker when I hold.
No.
On the skills tab, I think you can just click it off of yourself.
Yeah.
And then on the bennies, you can right-click on the bennies to charge yourself 1 for using it.
Yeah, there should be a use a
That-
Benny
that
to
do it right
remove
there.
shaken. Yeah, when you are on your character sheet at the very top, just right-click on your bennies, and then there's 3 hands on the bottom. The hand on the right, it says use Benny to remove shaken. So there you go. It looks like you used that, so you're not shaking anymore. It took one of your bennies away. So
Yeah,
yep.
what I did was I hit the control button and clicked on the shaking.
Okay. Yeah. Shoot, that works too. That's good.
Yeah, it's on the character sheet, not the tracker.
Yeah. It must be for me only because whenever I hit control, I can see all of the shakens and wounds and incapacitations and
Yeah,
stuff
for
like
us,
that.
it's
So.
on that on the skills tab on the character sheet. It's there.
Very cool. Learning process. So we're all learning this together. I'm going to be getting with Aki, the creator of this rule set, and he's going to be giving me a one-on-one on all the stuff, cool stuff about the rule set I don't know about. So, all right. So that Kahana misses. Well, actually, he hits, but you got rid of the shaken. So now we're to Omi. Things are looking better as there's a bunch of dead Kahana on the ship. A lot of blood, so there's going to be a lot of squabbing of the decks. Captain Shen's going to be making you guys work after this. Hey,
Gilligan swabbing the
Yeah,
deck.
that's what the Gilligan screw's for.
Oh, you guys are above that, huh? Oh boy, Shen.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be grilling this fish meat.
Okay, so Omi moves over here and starts forming up the water spoon bolts again. And this time I'm going to do a single upgraded bolt at the one that I have a clear shot at to the south there.
Okay. Yeah, you can look over the crate. Well, the crate's on barrel, so you're still in good shape. With your new Mind Flare token. What happened?
Yeah, I love that, Dave. Thanks for that.
Yeah. All right, so it takes a wound. It is incapacitated. It is down. It is dead. All right. So the
Don't worry,
upgraded bolt
Sean. I got your
helps.
back.
Thanks, Omi.
Another blood splatter. All right, last Kahana. It's going to try to slash at Shen. Actually, it's going to try to bite. Let's try to bite you this time. Oh, Jesus.
I'd
He
like to use
fails.
my counterattack because he missed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. So let's have that attack. See if you can take him out too. That's a hit. Savage Worlds is fast and furious, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Yeah. 4 wounds, that kills him. He's dead as well. You guys did great this combat. Just wait when the monsters start rolling that good against you guys, and you guys are burning bennies all over the place. It's a war of Benny attrition, the YouTube comments say. I can't believe that. Sorry.
We were inspired by that swinging that Darganath did at the beginning of the fight.
Darganoff didn't even get to go again. So you guys are out of combat. You guys have your new sails, and you kill these Kahana, and Crispy Pete doesn't know how the hell he's going to cook it. But
If he can
You
cook
guys are
sea
out of
chicken, he can cook Kohana.
I guess so.
chicken.
Does Mr. Krabs know how to prep this meat?
Who?
That's what I call him, Mr. Krabs.
Oh, you're
Or
talking
Monocle
about.
Krabs.
These are sentient beings, by the way.
Oh, you're talking about
Just grilling him.
You're talking
It's a
about
playable race.
yeah, Kawaius or
Kahana.
whatever his name is. Yeah,
Quiet.
Aquarius. No, he doesn't know. He doesn't like the Kahana. He says they taste like mud. He says, "Oi, mate, they taste like mudfish. They're bottom dwellers." So you guys are out of combat, and I would imagine you guys get your sails because they did interrupt you guys. Anybody to remember the name of the sails that you guys got? Anybody?
That wasn't revealed to us last time, I don't think.
Yeah, it was. They were called Swift Topsails. And remember I told you that they were crafted
add,
from a
like, 1
fine
speed.
silk? Yeah. And they were enchanted
I
with
missed
powerful magic, with powerful air magic, by the way. And these topsails, they adjust and increase your ship's top speed by 2. So yeah. And you guys were actually, I'm going to close out this map. Beautiful map bay. This is
Thank you.
a very nice. This is your ship, and I've got all the other levels of the ship in there as well. So we'll be using those from time to time. So you guys are in the world of Charybdis. If you guys take care of those Kahani. Now remember, you guys are still on the southern coast of Torith Ka, which is called the Savage Lands. And those Ugoks, or Redmen, that you guys encountered in the first session, they're basically teeming all over this island. Well, Aquias, he has told you about this powerful Archmage. And Aquias has told you about how the world of Charybdis is drowning, and he told you the story of the 3 hags, well, the 3 sisters, and how, King Amemnus, he killed them, and they vowed to drown the world upon the king's death, and that's what's been happening. And Aquias figured out that in the next couple of years, there's going to be no more land masses left, and it's just going to be an entire water world. And everybody will basically die. So he did tell you, you guys told him about how you guys were chasing another ship. You ended up in some storm, and then you became basically shipwrecked on this Torith Ka. And he told you that this powerful Archmage, the only Archmage in the entire world of Charybdis, is living here on Torith Ka. And if you can get to her, which you have to travel this gullet that Aquias had told you about, you have to travel this very nasty gullet, and you have to have a skilled crew, and you have to have a good ship to do this. So I guess that's where you guys were going to go, was try to find out some answers from this Tressa the Red, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, I think that was our best bet, guys.
Yeah, I think we were in the teeth, weren't we?
Yeah, you guys were at the teeth, and that's pretty much where, as you guys are basically pulling up to the teeth. I mean, there is this. As you guys are looking ahead, you're up on the deck with the captain, and you got your crew there. I guess, Shen, you're probably yelling all these orders to maybe get rid of the blood and the bodies, or whatever whatever a captain would do after a battle.
We gotta clean up the decks. Commence field day.
Let's have the millionaire and his wife can swab the decks.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Howe.
Earn your keep.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. You got Ginger and Marianne. They're out there in bikinis, squabbing.
They are the morale and welfare.
You got Autumn.
Officers
She's out
of the
there in a
ship.
bikini. You got Autumn out there. You got Gilligan and the captain. Oh, well, the Gilligan and the skipper, they're out there, and the professor, they're in their like skin tights. Yeah, they're in like these Cheeto types of bikinis.
Gilligan better be in a banana hammock.
No, he's squabbing the deck. They're all in bikinis and speedos. So
Yeah, banana hammock.
banana hammock. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna leave that one alone. And that was your encounter. So as you guys get everything cleaned up, Crispy Pete basically tells you that he can't do anything with the flesh of these Kahana. So he basically you guys just throw him overboard. And you guys are now going to try to make contact with this Tressa the Red. Go ahead, Shen. I'm sorry.
Maybe we could use them for chum to fish with.
Possibly, if you guys want to store him in the hold, I guess maybe.
No. Let's go looking
Chum. I like that.
for chum and catch us some sharks or something.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea if you want to do that. Because they're fixing to throw them over the. I don't know if you're like, hey, whoa, 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 you're throwing away some good stuff there. We'll use that for some chum.
We'll get something on the next round around.
All right. So you guys come into sight of this area, the teeth. Because Aquaius, he gave you the map of Charybdis, and it has these very few land masses left on the continent, and there's actually some detailed locations. And you guys come into the side of the teeth, and it is a marvel or a sight that's in front of your eyes. This is. He told you that this place is enchanted by magic anyway because of Tressa the Red. And you guys look down this long corridor, and you can see rapids and all kinds of big, sharp, rocks sticking up out of the water. And this is what you guys see at the end of this long gullet that's at least a couple miles long. And what it is it's this geyser that is 150 to 200 feet in the air, and the water looks like it's rushing up because it's spilling over the side. Well, on top of this geyser, there's this massive wizard's tower. And as you guys, this definitely looks really dangerous as you guys are looking down the gullet. There's all kinds of rushing rapids, a couple of waterfalls. I'm not talking Niagara Falls types of waterfalls or anything like that, but you can see a couple of ships' masts sticking up out of the water. It looks like a couple of ships have tried to navigate this, and it was not successful.
No, I was just saying we should send the Gilligan crew up ahead in a dinghy. It's for scouting.
send them ahead through the 3 mile long
The rapids.
the gullet, just so you can see what's going to happen to them in the boat. You can do that if you want.
Yeah.
You got a
Strategy,
couple of boats.
strategy.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, as you guys come inside of the teeth, now that Nothra's here, yeah, you see a couple miles down this. Go ahead.
This is that phrase. I'm sorry.
What, Sausage Fest or what?
No, come inside the teeth. Sorry. Go.
Oh my
My
God.
mind.
Wow, wow.
Oh, that was even missed to me.
That yeah, I'm like, where'd that come from? Let's see what's on Dargonaut's mind. So that's what you guys see. As I'm not touching that anymore, you look down this narrow corridor of mountains on each side and pointy rocks pointing up out of the water, a couple of small waterfalls, and a bunch of rapids 2 miles down. Looks like it's going to be a tough journey for you there, Captain Chen. How you feeling? How's your crew feeling as we do our first dramatic task in Savage Worlds?
I don't know. What do y'all think?
I've got this.
I wish I knew how to swim.
You guys got this. So a dramatic task is 5 total checks, and you're either successful at 3 or you're going to fail at 3, and something good will happen at the end of success, or something really bad will happen at the end of failure. So the skill that's going to be used for this navigation down the gullet is going to be boating, of course. So I'm sure the main roller for boating will be Captain Shen, seeing that he is the skipper and the captain of this vessel. Anybody else with boating skills? Because you can basically do cooperative roles if you want to. Anybody else got boating, or is it just Shen? Are you
I
guys
have
gonna
it,
be?
but only at a D4.
Well, if you have the skill, then you can help. If you don't have it, you can't participate. You're just along for the ride, I guess you could say.
Holding on to my butts.
So I'll try to help Chen.
I'm gonna tie myself to the main mast.
That could be a good or bad idea. So I've already that could be good or bad. I have, you guys can't see this, but I have
goes down. You're going with it.
Yeah. And you see a couple of masts sticking up out of the water on the sides where all the rocks were. That probably crushed quite a few ships that tried to make this this journey down the Gullet. So I have a deck of cards here, and I know we could I know we can draw cards in the combat tracker or wherever. I want to pull some cards. That's why I like doing this, and I did this before in my other Savage Worlds game. So I'm gonna pull cards for you guys. So every round I'm gonna pull a card. If you get a 2, it's gonna be a -6 on your roll there, Captain Shen. So all the boating assistance you can have for these dramatic tasks is only going to help you out even more. If I roll a 3 to 10, it's a -4 penalty. If it's a jack or a queen, it's only a -3 penalty. If it's a king or an ace, it'll be a -2 penalty. And if you roll a joker, there's no penalty at all. But if you fail, the damage is going to be ridiculous on your ship. So that's how the dramatic task is going to go. And I wish you guys luck. I really do, because seeing Tressa the Red is going to be no easy task. And Equius, he actually tells you that as well.
Probably thinks we're nuts.
As the crab just goes down below deck, and he says he'll see you at the end of the dramatic task. Okay, so you guys are in your ship. You start making your way down the Gullet. So first off, let's go ahead and let Omi use his boating skill, and I'm splitting the deck right now. Go ahead and give me your boating skill. If you are successful, it'll be a +1 on your roll, Shen. If you get a raise, it'll be +2. If you get multiple raises, I'll even count those. Even though you're not supposed to, I still will.
Oh, nice. Oh, here goes the boating roll.
Yeah, good luck. Are you kidding me? You got a raise. So, Captain Shen, you can add +2 into your modifier box as well. Hold on, right quick, because I'm going to pull your first card, which is an Ace of Diamonds. So not bad. So Omi's minus. Yeah, that was a good card for right off the bat. So you just do your regular roll. You got no negatives because Omi gave you +2. The Ace gave you -2. So Captain Shen, as you start navigating your way down the Gullet, let's see your first roll. You are successful. And it is rocking and rolling, Shen, let me tell you. But with the help of Omi, you get about a fifth of the way down, and you're like, "Yeah, this isn't so bad. I can handle this." You know, your skills are, yeah, your skills are there. So as you get down, we're to part 2 of the dramatic roll. So Mr. Omi, as everybody's like, it's smooth sailing so far. It's smooth sailing. So Omi, why don't you go ahead and give me a roll, bud? Not too bad. You get a +1 to your roll. So now I am going to go ahead and draw another card, Mr. Shen, and your next card is, as I undo the mic for a second so I can draw. Holy shit, you got the King of Spades. Oh, and by the way, if you get a club card, something bad can happen too on the, well, something will be injected in. So, wow, you actually got a king this time. So the king is, you're going to have a -1 to your roll for this round. So in your modifier box, put the -1 and make your check as you are navigating down the second part of the Gullet.
Does this +1 cancel it out?
No, the king gave him -2, so he will only have a -1 now because of Omi's +1. You are successful again. So, yes, as you are going down this first tiered waterfall a little bit, Mr. Shen, you narrowly miss a couple of well, you were successful, but you were able to navigate around some rocks. So very nice. So second part of the dramatic task, you're successful. And like I said, this is smooth sailing for you, and especially with the assistance of Omi. So we're part 3. Omi, give me your next assistance roll. Oof.
I'd like to use a Benny. I'll use a Benny for that.
Nice. I like that. Good use of the bennies. You got about 50 of them for the game anyway, so. Using a Benny.
And because I have Elon, I got a +2 now.
Wow. Oh, so you got a 12. What does that mean? A +3. Even well, you get a +2. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, no, successful. Raise +3. So now let's draw your third card. All right, got to take my hand off. I got to draw. Hold on. Are you kidding me, dude? Dude, I totally shook these cards up in your favor. So you got a Joker. So there's no penalty on that. Holy crap, dude! You're like, this is like the easiest time for you. So you're +3 on your roll. So
I am a sailor.
Wow.
Wow.
You got no clubs. Oh man.
Teeth.
Thanks. So what's up, Fantasy Grounds College? What's up, lady?
Jeez, it's more like gums, not teeth.
Yeah. So go ahead and add a 3. So wow, you actually you got a raise. So I'm gonna reward you for the raise, and you get past the last 3/5 of this gullet. You're successful. But as you're navigating this, I do want to this wasn't the hardest thing you've ever had to deal with. The storm when you got injected into this new world of Charybdis, that was a hell of a lot worse than this was actually smooth sailing for you. I mean, Darganoth, you didn't even get tossed around by being roped to the mast.
Hey, don't even have any rope burns, dude.
Yeah, and you didn't even get a club card.
Both again.
I was hoping for at least a damn club card to inject something weird in there, but you didn't even take any damage. Now, if you would have failed that roll on the Joker, you would have took 5d10 damage on the ship. That would have been nice, but that would have cost a little bit to repair. But you got 3 successes in a row. So as you're navigating the rest of the way, wow, this deck of cards is really good for you guys. Everybody give me a notice roll real quick. If you don't have notice, then you're doing an unskilled check. And I love these unskilled checks in Savage Worlds. I wish there was an unskilled check in D&D 5e. It just makes sense. Very nice, Darganoth. As you're tied to the mast of the ship, you look over to your right. Something catches your eye. You actually spy a shipwreck in this smooth sailing, and it's sort of in like a little slough or a little eddy, and you're able to draw the attention to everybody else on the ship because
Yo,
you
guys,
notice.
you see that shipwreck over there?
Oh yeah, go for it. I like this. Go for it. Yeah. And everybody else, as you guys look over to the right, you can see this beautiful. Well, you can see a beautiful figurehead that's attached to a front of the ship that's kind of like sticking out of the water. And it's definitely wrecked. It's probably about 2/3 of the way submerged under the water in this slough or eddy. And yeah, so if you want to go over there to check, because the wood the ship is in bad shape, but this figurehead, it is intact and it's in the shape of a green dolphin. And you guys are putting 2 and 2 together. You think this probably is magical because it's preserved so much better than the rest of the ship that's in the water. So if you want to try to navigate your way over there, seeing that you had a raise, I'm just going to make you do a regular boating roll, and instead of giving you the -2 that it wants me to give you, since you had the raise and you had 3 successes in a row, I'll let you make a boating check, just a regular boating check. And if you can do that if you want, to navigate your way into this little eddy and check out the ship.
What do you say, crew?
Yeah, I say let's check it out.
Yeah.
Nice. You got a raise, so you navigate right over. You guys, you got. I don't think anybody is. I think minus one of Shen's rolls. Yeah, everybody's aced all night long. Everybody's had raises all night long. So good rolling, guys. Savage Worlds is fast and furious. I love it. So Shen, you navigate your way into this eddy, and it's like a little slough that's cut into the mountains that are on each side of you. And there's, seagulls flying all over the place, and it's like sort of like you're in the eye of a storm, you know what I mean? As you navigate into this place, it's probably maybe 150 yards, almost like a perfect circle, and this ship is just kind of pinned up against something. That current threw this ship into this eddy, and you pull the ship up right beside this ship, and you can definitely tell that this figurehead is definitely magical. And if you want to take this off and put it on your ship, you think it's probably going to take you with your crew. You've got a whole massive crew. How many crew members do you have? You got like a total of
19,
including everybody. There's 19. So yeah, 19. So you figure with all of your crew and all the help with everybody, all the tools that you have, it'll probably take you about 20 man hours to do it. So if you get everybody helping you, you could get this done in probably a couple of hours. But it looks like it definitely looks magical. That's for sure. You can get it off and installed onto your ship, I'd say in 2-3 hours, and you still got plenty of daylight too, so you're good to go.
Let's do it.
Let's make it so.
Sure. So as you guys don't have any encounters or nothing like that. As you start to disable the figurehead from your ship, you can see right below the waterline, you can see where the name is inscribed onto the ship. And this ship is the Flying Festoon. But unfortunately, it's met its match. But after a couple of hours, you go ahead and get the figurehead onto the front of your ship, and it is a beautiful, it's like I said, it's like a marble type of festoon.
Before we leave, Lily wants to check her compass, make sure there's nothing else in the area.
Why don't you give me a... what kind of roll does that involve? Notice or something like that? Why don't you give me a notice roll? No, your compass is not pointing towards. It's basically pointing towards the figurehead, basically.
Oh, okay.
Because before it was like kind of pointing in a couple different positions, remember? But this time it's just basically as the figurehead is moving, the needle on the compass is moving with it. So it doesn't look like there's anything else that's on this shipwreck. And if there was anything, it's definitely not there. So as you're installing it, you're getting this. You figure out that this is going to give you a +2 to the ship's handling. So that's a pretty nice. So I'm taking it. Handling means it would go to your bolting rolls. Is how I'm taking that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
So as long as you still have that figurehead. So wow, you guys in 2 sessions have gotten you've got 2 magical items for your ship, which is pretty nice.
So don't wreck it.
Yeah, don't sink the ship. So it takes you, like I said, with all of your crew, all hands on deck. Dude, I got to hear you yell all hands on deck, Shen. I mean, you're the captain, for Christ's sake.
All hands on deck.
That was pretty sissy.
Aye,
Me. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess you'd be like ringing the bell on the poop deck or whatever. Or would the first mate be doing that? I think the first mate would, right?
That's the first mate will be taking care of all that stuff. The executive officer will be handling all that.
I gotcha. Who's the first mate? Did you guys even...
Who's that?
Who's the first mate? Yeah, I don't even think you guys even talked about it. Not to put you guys on the spot or anything, but if you want to think about that and talk to me later about it, or just mention whoever it is, that's fine with me. So
Well,
3
I
hours.
guess-
I suggest someone who also has a boating role.
I would say Omi uses tentacles, ring the bells and stuff.
Yeah, plus he's a water mage.
No, I don't ring the bell. I just play the spoon.
Yeah, play the spoon.
Or he hits the bell with the spoons. I don't know, whatever. So it takes you guys 3 hours to get that figurehead on the front of the ship. Everything goes into place, perfect. You modify the front of the ship. You got a big jade green dolphin mounted there now. So you guys are now, as you guys navigate back out of this little slough, seeing that your dramatic task was